Welcome to the I'm Possible podcast, Episode 6, with me, Esen. Today, I have a topic around celebration. And if you see yourself as a strong power woman or man, it's actually, I think, applicable for both. Um, then you should listen definitely about that because it's a personal experience that I had, but also something that can brings you a lot of joy and even more things to celebrate that you can even imagine. It was a reflection of myself during a seminar where we had an exercise and we needed to pick a topic that we're proud of and to share it with a person in the room. So I stand in front of a man and was the first one. So I couldn't remember anything that I feel proud of or that I'm celebrating. So I just say, hey, I'm proud of that I'm currently working on my personal development. That's what I was doing there in the seminar. And then the guy told me, I'm proud that I run a half a marathon. And then, like 3 kilometer before the finishing line, my wife was there and supporting me so I can keep through the last kilometer. And as he was sharing his story, I immediately remembered that I had to run. I have participated in 18-kilometer obstacle run in a forest with around 30 obstacles, with electricity, with mud, with water swimming, with jumping, with half pipes, with carrying woods, with climbing, jumping over walls, and whatsoever, right? And I was in a group together and it took us around 4.5 hours to complete it. And I have never, ever, ever run before in my whole life, 18 kilometers, even like just running with no obstacle or on a straight ground. And I had a problem with my knee. But even though I had such a willpower and such a commitment, and together with all the people that we were there, going through ice water also, right? Literally deep diving in an ice water. And I was standing there and I was like, I was able to finish this challenging time, and I was jet lagged because I just came back from Latin America back to Germany. So, and I was able to push through and to finish it, and really I can tell you my body kind of like crashed down 5 minutes after the adrenaline drop down. It was so crazy. But I finished this and I couldn't remember this situation. And that was one of a hundreds different situation where I couldn't be proud of myself to pushing through to climbing this milestone to making this happen. And then I realized that as a power woman, I was always running from one milestone to the next one. And and when it was achieved, maybe there was like a short moment of kind of celebration and acknowledgement. But then again, it was the next goal put at front. It was the next milestone put at front. So all this achievement, I have never really celebrated so fully that I feel them integrated within my cells, within my body, the emotions and the moment of being proud that my body, for example, was able to 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 do this challenging situation, right? And I was supposed to run it with a friend of mine who in the last second declined, and he said no, his body doesn't feel good, so he left me there. And I pushed through, right? So that's why when I created the Power Woman community, one of the most important part And always the beginning of the calls was to celebrate our last week, to celebrate something, no matter how big or small, so we can tap into the energy of celebration on the one side, you yourself, but also we as a community to hold the space and to celebrate with this person. I love always to say it's not like I'm celebrating you, I'm happy for you when somebody shares something that that they have an amazing time to celebrate. But I love to say it, I'm happy with you, because then I'm including my energy with, and it's kind of like sending a message to the universe that because you're celebrating with the person on the one side, you're like in unity with this person and with their celebration, but also you're showing your subconscious mind that you're also ready to experience the celebration in your life. And the reason why I'm recording this podcast episode is because I, in the one of the mentorship that I'm participating, I knew how important it is to celebrate us. So I created this weekly safe space. It was supposed to be just 15 minutes, jump in a call, put in the call, what is your celebration? What are you celebrating for the last week? And then go and start the week with the energy of celebrating myself, of celebrating the last week, of celebrating something, right? But as we started shifting there, so I have blocked this appointment and I put it in my calendar and I prioritized it, right? But then I saw that, some of the souls who were joining there, they were now so caught in their currently involvement in their business and in growth and in beautiful things happening, right? So they stopped prioritizing the call of celebration over their current growth and expansion and work. And this message is not just to them, but this message is to all of you. One of the reasons why such a momentum is created, it's actually the reason to allow yourself to celebrate yourself, but also to be celebrated and to be held in this space. And I don't say that's the only reason, but that is a container that helps and builds momentum. So it's like the container of gratitude. You know, people tend to do sometimes, or I don't exclude myself also, we tend to do something till the moment it starts working in our favor, and we stop the habit or that what brought us. And suddenly, we have created a momentum, it goes up, but because we stop doing that, what actually brought us to this momentum creation, the probability that it can breaks down increases. And I'm going to share in another episode about such a situation around another topic. But please make a habit, even if it's just with you yourself and I. Make a habit, even if it's one day in a week, one time in a week, even if it's just you and yourself. It's of course the best if you can celebrate in a circle where you will be witnessed and hold with the right frequency and energy, right? That's also very important, because sharing our celebration with people who are not able to hold our growth and expansion, and it creates kind of more tension in your body, it's actually contradictory. It's like the opposite, right? But stay in front of the mirror, look deep in your eyes, and share all the things you are celebrating. And witness yourself and hold yourself in this beautiful frequency of how amazing things you have experienced, and it could be small moments and small things, right, it shouldn't be, it doesn't need to be something huge. It could be as amazing as, like, as I was sitting to write my newsletter for my clients, suddenly a bird landed on my balcony, and you celebrate yourself, for example, right? It can be as small, because in the universe there is no difference between small and big. It's just our human mind who is doing this. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Thank you for being open to receive this message. And I'm celebrating you that you came to the end of the episode. And I'm sure that a small seed of this episode is planted in your heart. I celebrate with you, and I'm really happy with you. Wish you a joyful week ahead. I see you, and I love you, Anna.